What's going on, everybody? It's Jada Black here. Welcome to another edition of, what the fuck is going on in entertainment and news. I am your host, Jada Black. Make sure you like this podcast. Make sure you share it, comment. I know y'all going to have some things to say. I got some topics. If you want to know what all the topics are going to be, just look in the description box. That's where all the topics are. So you know what's going to, and it's going to be, every topic is in the order that you see. Okay. So make sure you do that. Also, make sure you continue to support the platform. Donate. Go to Patreon, $5 a month or more. Pledge to support the platform monthly. You can also do it on other, PayPal. If you like this particular video, you can PayPal it. Make sure you are subscribed to Jada Black live streams, where you can comment in the streams. Interact. As a matter of fact, I have a live stream I did this morning, so you can go and check that out as well. Now, the first topic is going to be something that is trending. Really, I don't feel like it's really a big deal, to be honest with you. There is a situation where Trump won't be meeting with Kim Jong-un. That should be a bigger issue, but it's not. We're talking about the stupid, NFL anthem protest, which really, to me, is just unnecessary and really unneeded. We do not need to know if these pro athletes care about protesting the national anthem, because at the end of the day, what are you protesting? Are you protesting the flag? Are you protesting the anthem? Or are you protesting injustices? You can't, you have to choose, because everybody is upset about this new NFL policy that they're going to be enacting, which I think is overdue. I think they should have done something a long time ago to cover themselves. You know what I'm saying? And people got to understand this. Jerry Jones was very vocal about this, people, kneeling for the anthem. He and a few other owners, and what happened was, one of the reasons I think Roger Goodell got his extension is I believe he promised them that he would be able to deal with this, because this is a public relations nightmare. You see, you can't win either way. There's people who are pro standing for the anthem, and there's people who are pro these players should be able to protest. My thing is this: I think these guys, a lot of these guys don't really have a cause. They don't even have their own organizations. They don't donate to any organizations. They're just kneeling just to be kneeling. They could care less about protesting anything, to be honest with you. They're just trying to, get people, retweeting their pictures on social media. They don't know about any issue. These people probably haven't been to their old neighborhood since they left for college. Okay, let's just be real about that. Let's just be real. A lot of these guys only kneel during the national anthem, okay, because it's popular and it's something to do. Now, I know that what I say may not be as popular, because I'm going to say this: they should have been enacted a policy, because again, the NFL gets paid by the military, to display certain acts of patriotism, whether it's real or phony or fraudulent. That remains to be seen or heard. Okay, I mean, it's not the point. The NFL is a shield, and they're going to protect that shield by any means necessary. Okay, and the one thing that these players have to understand, I think a lot of other people who support these players taking this knee has to understand, is that this is their league. They make the rules, whether you like them or not. And I find it very funny how you have, people who work regular jobs every single day. They go to work on time now, and they would never sacrifice their job in order to prove no point. You know what I'm saying? They would never take a stand, but they expect these NFL players to make some stand that they would never make themselves, because it's okay for them to sacrifice their livelihoods, sacrifice being able to take care of their families in order to benefit you, to make you feel good about yourself. But at the end of the day, you're still going to work for that same white or non-black boss, and you're not going to complain. If you complain, you're going to complain where nobody can hear you. Okay. This is their league. Yes, you have black players. You have black players in all these sports leagues. You got black players in basketball. And by the way, you have basketball players who are vocal about this, but none of them have taken a knee. Have y'all understood this? They only want football players to protest the anthem. They don't expect they don't expect pro athletes in other sports to do this. Why does the NBA get a pass? This is what I want to know. Why does the NBA get a pass for not protesting the anthem, but the NFL has to allow players to take knees? I don't get that. Maybe because the NBA is majority black and they want that league to succeed, and they feel like they don't want it to get any type of criticism that could hurt it financially. I don't know, but it's just odd to me that everybody's upset at the NFL, but you expect them to only be the ones protesting the anthem. No other sport has to deal with this besides the NFL, all because of a biracial quarterback who is average at best, but I still believe could still be a backup quarterback in the NFL. I still believe he could be a viable backup quarterback in sort of like a spread type offense, you know, that utilizes athletic quarterbacks, you know. That's about it. But as a starter, nah, come on, man. You saw him in San Francisco. How many games did they win when he was there? Being a starting quarterback is not about, you know, your numbers. It's about how many wins you're able to will your team to win. Okay. And he wasn't able to will them to a lot of wins, but I do think he should have an opportunity to compete for a backup role. You know, I don't think that he should be jobless. I don't think that owners should just keep him out of the league. If that's going on, I believe he should be able to get an opportunity to show what he can do, because he probably could help somebody. But at the same token, these teams don't have to sign you. They don't, you know, it's their league. So I just think that people are getting bent out of shape really over nothing. I think it's a lot of fake outrage. These people would never protest at their jobs because they don't want to hurt their livelihoods, but you expect these guys to do it. And you're going to say, oh, well, they're rich. You got to understand taxes. You got to understand they have to pay their agents. You have to understand they have family members that are taking care of this. Now, I'm not talking about their kids or their girlfriend or wife. I'm talking about other family members that they're giving money to and taking care of. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can let me know what y'all think about that particular topic in the comment section below. All right. Let me talk about Jemele Hill. Apparently she was named Journalist of the Year by, let's see, NABJ. Now, according to Bossip, it says, friend of the site, Jemele Hill is being honored by NABJ's highest honors this year. Hill is set to receive Journalist of the Year award. According to Essence, NABJ released a statement explaining why they are bestowing this honor upon such a worthy candidate. They said she uses her platform to address national, social, cultural issues in addition to sports. Hill nearly broke the internet last year when she criticized President Donald Trump. She also is taking up the NABJ spirit of advocacy, addressed athletes' rights to take a knee to protest police brutality. She did all this while co-anchoring a groundbreaking rebrand of ESPN's marquee show SportsCenter or SC6. Along with fellow NABJ member Michael Smith. Of course, he didn't win the award, but she did. And the president, Sarah Glover, had this to say: Jemele Hill is a gem. She exhibits strength, grace, and doggedness. Glover said, the NABJ appreciates the courage and the steadfastness Jemele has distributed as a journalist and commentator, speaking truth to power. In a great twist of fate, Jemele will receive the award in a comfortable place as the NABJ conference will be held in her hometown, Detroit. Well, you know, I have no issues with Jemele. I think Jemele Hill, she comes off as a cool person, but I think that there are different sides of her personality. I think she is one of those women who you can tell she's focused on her work and things of that nature, but I think she has the type of personality that, you know, I think it can rub people the wrong way. And I think that she's one of the many people out here who all of a sudden now want to be an advocate, or they want to be sort of a spokesperson for black people. Now, they weren't this 5 years ago, but they're it now because it's popular. You know, it's popular to get on YouTube and talk about how bad white people are. But these same people who talk about how bad white people are, they work for white people. She did. She probably still does. Now, she may do great work as a journalist. I'm not disputing that. ESPN wouldn't have hired her if she wasn't doing good work. But this whole victim mentality is just consumed people. It consumes people who are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. It just doesn't matter their age range. These people have children, have wives, families, but the victimhood mentality consumes them. And it has consumed her. And she thinks that it's her right to talk about the ills of Donald Trump and how bad he is, and he's a white supremacist. This and this. Like, people need to take the time to really look themselves in the mirror and ask themselves, in my life, who has helped me and who hasn't? Okay, who's giving me the worst time, who hasn't? We can't sit here and try to defend everybody. We can't sit here and try to basically make excuses for people that we don't know. Defend people we don't know. Be the spokesman or spokesperson for people we don't know. And I think that's what women like her are trying to do. People like her in general. Mostly I'm seeing sisters like her do this. But this is the same woman who they're praising now, who basically agreed with an article that said that black men are the white men of black people. And she agreed with that. But you want to give her an award because of the great work she's doing for black people. Right. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section. Next topic, I'm going to discuss ex-NFL lineman Brandon Albert suing Love and Hip Hop star for $230,000 over a nail salon investment. Apparently, Brandon Albert was going to invest in his nail salon, and I guess he was going to get ownership of it, and she took the money and ran. Now, according to Total Pro Sports, it says investments by athletes have proven time and time again to be extremely bad for them, as many have gone broke because of them. Former NFL offensive tackle Brandon Albert saw an opportunity to cash in when he decided to invest $230,000 of his own money into a nail salon, but later found out his money was used for other things. Now, see, the thing is, he's a former NFL offensive tackle. Now, I'm pretty sure he's made a lot of money in his career, and he's probably saved it. You know, he's probably, worked on not, spending too much. But I guess he decided to take a risk. And the one thing before I go any further, the one thing I would tell athletes not to do, never invest your money in thizzards. This woman is on Love and Hip Hop, and I'm pretty sure you were investing because of how she looks, bro. And you thought you would get cool points by investing in her, and it didn't work out. Now it says Michelle Pooch, star of VH1's Love and Hip Hop Miami, is being sued by a former football player who invested into her new business, a nail salon that also serves cocktails to the tunes of a live DJ. DailyMail.com has exclusive access to the court file, and it shows former NFL tackle Brandon Albert, one of the league's most fearsome line players for 8 years. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins invested $230,000 into Pooch's venture. But with one of the nail salons recently opened in downtown Miami and another one in the works for later this year in Miami Beach, a 33-year-old retired athlete is now suing to get his money back. The lawsuit shows the reality TV star, whose real name is Michelle Janko, allegedly used Albert's seed funds for things like her salary and chauffeured car. Again, you're investing money in a female who is not a businesswoman. She's not. Just because she's on Love and Hip Hop doesn't mean she's a businesswoman. You have a lot of these women who are good talkers, but they're not very good doers, okay? Well, doers when it comes to investing, making money. According to the lawsuit, Albert thought his investment would buy him 60% of the nascent company, and he would be entitled to profits and consulted on major business decisions. Now, that's a good, I can understand him doing that and him wanting that. But dude, you need to invest your money in winners. Invest your money in people who built businesses, who make money. You know, they don't just start, they're able to make money. And I don't know if she came to you with a very good portfolio, with a good presentation, but bruh, you got conned. And that's what it looks like to me. And the fact that she took your money and spent it and didn't really speak on actually putting it into the business, let me know that you already messed up there. You gave her the money directly. No, you should have put that money in some kind of account that she couldn't touch. So I guarantee you this will be a learning experience for Brandon Albert. Never put your money in women who are on reality TV shows, especially in the first season. Okay, let me talk about Beyonce next. According to TMZ, Beyonce buys old church in New Orleans. Okay, let's see. It says Queen Bey is the new owner of a stone structure, 7,500 square feet house of God in the Big Easy. The New Orleans church, which is more than 100 years old, is listed at $850,000, and it's unclear if she got a divine discount. We're told Beyonce's church was built in the early 1900s, but has been out of commission as a place of worship for some time due to its church members passing away. Looks like it could be revival time though, and Beyonce shouldn't have any issues finding folks willing to get information and join her congregation. Her sister Solange lives nearby too. Speaking of, a San Francisco church held the first ever Beyonce mass a few weeks ago and had more than 900 people show up. This is getting out of hand. This is sick. The way people are worshiping and putting Beyonce on a pedestal is troubling. It really is. And it just shows where we are in society, that we put these people on a pedestal like this. This is sick. It really is. Now, as far as the church is concerned, I didn't know her to be a religious person, one, and two, she's from Houston. Why would you buy a church in New Orleans? Apparently, I don't know if her sister wanted it and she bought it for her sister. But again, who's going to pastor the church? You know, are you going to start a new church? It's just kind of, it's a weird investment, but you know, churches pretty much, they do make money. That's why you have men or women go into wanting to be pastors, because they want to run their own churches and make money. That's what they do. I mean, you don't get mad at me. I just said that's what they do. But I don't know. I don't understand the need to do this. I mean, she only spent $850,000. Maybe that's nothing to her. Maybe it's a drop in the bucket. But I'd be interested to know what exactly she's gonna do with this church. I just want to know exactly what you gonna do with this church, you know. So let me know what y'all think about that. All right. Okay, this next topic, we're gonna discuss this Morgan Freeman situation. Apparently, he apologizes amid accusations of sexual harassment. It's the latest, I believe, victim of this Me Too movement. According to Hot New Hip Hop, Morgan Freeman has just released a statement apologizing for his behavior that led to a bounty of women to accuse the Evan Almighty star of sexual harassment. Anyone who knows me or has worked with me knows I am not someone who would intentionally offend or knowingly make anyone feel uneasy, the actor said. I apologize to anyone who felt uncomfortable or disrespected. That was never my intent. Now, you see what this whole movement got all these men apologizing for things they probably didn't even do or just being accused of. That's the type of society that we're in today. Let's see. CNN published an investigative expose that revealed a bevy of allegations pinned against the award-winning star. It's very interesting that CNN would be the one to break this. You know, very weird, you know, but not really. In it, 8 individuals have come forward with instances of having been subjected to sexual harassment or inappropriate behavior, both on set and behind the scenes. Another 8 sources have said they witnessed his misconduct firsthand. Freeman has been accused of reportedly trying to lift a woman's skirt to see if she was wearing any underwear, while another unnamed source notes how she and other female staff made sure to wear modest clothes in order to thwart his unwarranted gestures and comments. Now, if he's doing that, then I would say, bro, that's thirsty, that's sick, and that's weird. You know, you can't just be walking up to chicks trying to lift the skirt, man. Like, now, him apologizing lets me know that there is some truth to this, okay? Bro, there's just a protocol, man. Be professional, you know? Even when women are around, be professional. I know that when you went from not getting a lot of attention from women to all of a sudden when you're famous and now you're a veteran actor, you feel like, you know, women should want the attention that you're giving them, but as you can see, that's not the point. That's not what's going to happen. And it seems like it may have caught up with them. But again, you know, why now? Why are these women waiting now to talk about them feeling uneasy and feeling uncomfortable around him? You know, why not say nothing before? Because these allegations have come out of nowhere, you know, and that makes people even more skeptical. It may be true, it may not be true, but it does make people feel more skeptical when you out of nowhere come with these allegations, you know. But y'all can let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. That's all I have to speak on. Don't forget to like this particular podcast, share it, and comment. Let me know what you think. And if there's anything that I need to see, send it to the email. Email's in the description box, JadaBlack. Or you can go to jadablackllive@gmail.com. All right. See you on the next one.